So the title is AJ Brown throws a rock and hides his hand like a coward. Let's speak on this. Let's because you in one breath he sits up there and he says that he's in open communication. And I get it. You let, you know, your emotions get the best of you and you posted the tweet. All right, I get it. I understand that, right? And I think it's better than him coming out and saying something on the microphone or saying something that he will regret. But he just couldn't help it. And to me, that's attention whore shit. Because you, instead of you practicing what you preach and being this disciple of Jesus Christ, this Christian, and exercising your silence and going on about your business, go lift a weight or something. I don't know what you do. Go run 50 sprints, wind sprints or some shit. You write some old subliminal ass Bible tweet, knowing goddamn well it's going to be interpreted a different type of way. And then you come back, you take accountability, right? But it's not fair to your teammates. It's not fair to Jalen. It's not fair to the offensive coordinator. Then you got clowns out there, right? People out there that feel like AJ is actually helping the team, as if this team doesn't know what the fuck they gotta fix. Like, it's just the craziest thing ever what some of these people say. Like, a professional sports team who just won the Super Bowl 7 months ago don't know what they gotta fix. Like, they need a wide receiver to send a subliminal ass tweet out, and that's gonna help. How does that help anything? Please tell me how that helps anything. It only hurts it. It takes the attention away from even getting ready for the Broncos. Now, I get it. You know, the professors, they're going to do what they got to do. But all this unnecessary media attention because one guy is in his fucking feelings. Passive-aggressive female shit. That's like you got a problem in your marriage or your relationship and you posting shit up on social media. That's the same type of shit. Instead of going to the person and talking to him, you posting up shit on social media and shit to get a reaction from your friends, to get a reaction from this person, and so you can feel good, so you can feel validated about your fucking feelings. Fuck his feelings, man. Go out there, line up, and play football. Now you got your teammates got to answer questions. You got the coach, and if I was his teammates, I'd be wanting to punch him in his fucking face. If I was his teammate, like, come on, bro, like, what are we doing? Like, you on here, like, you 28 years old on here like a fucking child, you know, putting shit online. Go to the people directly and talk to them. Go to if you got a problem with somebody, go to them directly. Why are you writing subliminal shit online? AJ's 28. Appreciate it. What? Appreciate your emerging fire 1515. That's the part that pissed me off. And now you get to come back. Now you some humble Jesus character. You should have kept your mouth shut, bro. I'm doing good, thank you. You should have kept your mouth shut. The more, and then it's like you got the media heads now that are pissed off now because they will rather this story stretch. Now he's getting traded. Now we heard from sources that this might be the last. At this point, bro, like, if you can't shut the fuck up and catch the football, let him go. I don't want him to go. He's a phenomenal player. But everybody's striving on this team. I mean, you just won a Super Bowl. Like, think about it. Think about what we're crying about now, right? You're 4 games in, right? You're 4 games in. You're 4-0. You just won a Super Bowl. You had 2 1,500-yard seasons with the Philadelphia Eagles, right? More than you ever had anywhere else in Tennessee, right? You've been to the Super Bowl twice. You won the Super Bowl once. What the fuck are you crying about? Why are you pouting after a game? I'm with Marcus Spears on this. Why are you pouting after a football game? Y'all just beat one of the toughest teams in the NFL and you got your head down because you ain't had no production. I don't like that shit, bro. And I feel like he's right in his frustration. But what does going to the media do? The Bills are better. We'll see. Now, I'm gonna ask you a question. If you're a Bills fan, I'm glad you're here. If you're a Bills fan, Israel Johnson, how does the Bills media, do they talk? Do they look for negatives in the way you guys won? Do they ask the way you guys win The way you guys are winning, is it sustainable? Like, are the fans just happy to be 4-0? The team, like, let me know how it is in Buffalo, because I didn't get a chance to listen to the commentary over there. Because Philadelphia, it's like they say, Philadelphia's the only place where you can, get the thrill of victory and the agony of reading about it the next day. Like, what are we questioning all this shit for? This team just won a Super Bowl. You're not just going to come out flying on all cylinders. And Nick Sirianni alluded to it. Like he said, we want to be catching fire at a certain point in time and coming into stride at a certain point in time. At the end of the day, it's all about winning. Jalen Hurts stats suck right now. Saquon's stats stuck. Jahan Dotson don't get the ball. Smitty stats suck. You don't hear them saying shit on social media. If they got an issue with the play call, if they got an issue with the quarterback, they go to them. People just bitch about everything, but the Bills Mafia believes in their team, and we have great fans. Philly is doing great. People can kick rock. Absolutely. Thank you, Ian. You feel me? You know how many teams want to be 4-0? We just going to be happy with that? We got the best running game in the league. Just be happy with the shit. Just be happy that we just got a chance to celebrate and have a Super Bowl parade, bro. I got Super Bowl hats all over the place, Super Bowl merch, Super Bowl gear. Just be happy with that. Why do we gotta be, looking for? I hate that WIP shit. I really do. It's like you want something negative to happen. Like you're willing that shit to happen. And I come from the era when there were fucking blackouts. Like you never knew if the Eagles were gonna be on TV because nobody would come to the stadium to the greatest era of Eagles football history, and all we could talk about is the quarterback's passing numbers. It might be a Bills-Eagles Super Bowl the way it's looking. All we could talk about is Saquon and yo, shut the fuck up, yo. All the people saying that shit. Shut the fuck up. Just be happy. You feel me? That you're in a position to go to the playoffs, that you're going to be contending for a Super Bowl. So that's all I got to say about the whole situation, man. Like, don't throw a rock and hide your hand, bro. Don't say shit else on social media if you don't get a catch. And let's be real, them young boys was blanking in you, bro. You can't blame, right? You can't blame the offensive coordinator if you're not getting open, bro. Fuck the scheme open shit. I'm AJ Brown. I'm beating you, bro. Scheme open. No. You get the fuck open. Scheme open. What are we talking about? What are people talking about plays like they know anything about how to design a play or talking about route trees? There's only so many route trees, you know what I'm saying, that you can run. So many routes you can run. Like people just be talking because they prepared and shit. What are you talking about? Great players get open. You feel me? Great players get open and they get the ball. Scheming somebody open. What are we talking about? Give me the fucking football. Put it up. I'm coming down with it. Period. Scheme somebody open. Y'all just made the Paris shit is crazy, bro. Is this way of sustain? They were saying the same shit last year. Is this sustainable? Look, and then even the thing about AJ, he talks about, oh, well, the offense and defense have been carrying the team. Nigga, that's a part of football. The offense and the defense. What the fuck are we talking about? That's a fact. It's all special teams, offense, and it's defense. What are we talking about? Some weeks you might have the defense that might carry you. Some weeks it might be the offense. Some weeks special teams may do it. What are we talking about? Also, if a team is bad, it's still the pros. Bill had close calls too with mid-team. It's professional football. Exactly. See, in Philadelphia, though, they feel like we got to be there. We got to blow everybody out. Right? We got to blow everybody out. We gotta blow everybody. We gotta beat everybody by 50. Nah, it's gonna be close calls, bro. These are professional players that get paid millions of dollars, too. You think they're gonna let you just score 40 and they like, man, yo, shout out to the Bills, man. You wanna talk about the Redskins? You gotta wait till Sam Ant comes on. The Redskins suck. Say nah, the Commanders, they suck. 50 burger. Y'all just lost to the Atlanta Falcons, bro. Like, come on. Nah, but y'all should be good. It's a must win for y'all though. I tell you this week, it's definitely a must win playing the Chargers because that schedule's not lightening up. So yeah, man, the whole AJ, it pissed me off, bro. And look, check this out. I felt a little bit better, you know, in his press conference, you know, but his body language is just shitty, bro. His body language is just shitty. Man, it's like, yo, what are we doing? We just won. I'm happy, bro. We won. We gonna get this shit together. Now, look, here's the alternative, AJ. I wonder if he'll be happy if he went to like the Jets. He got 150 yards a game, 10 catches, and was 3-14. I wonder if he'll be smiling when he left the field. I just wonder. I don't think that's him. But it just since when did it not become about just winning, man? I get it. Oh, you want to go to the Hall of Fame and you want, bro, just win, man. All the Buffalo Bills want a Super Bowl bad. Certain teams just want to just get to the playoffs. It's hard to get there. Look at the sorry ass New York Giants. I'm sure the Broncos. And shout out to them. We about to put them on Front Street this week. I'm sure y'all want that bowl bad. I want another one. Y'all want to even get to the. It was so hard to touch the playoffs again. Hit the thumbs up button on the video, peeps. It's the NFL. You know how hard I keep hearing them say it's so hard for them to win. The Eagles are like 20-1 in the last 21 games, and all we do is turn on the TV and complain and find something. And you know, I wonder, just give me 200 yards passing. Jalen is this way of you line them up, we knock them the fuck down. No matter what opponents you put in front of us. Oh, you know, the Rams are built to beat us. That line, bust they fucking ass. Oh, Tampa Bay. Yeah, they got your number. It's hot down there. Beat them. Should have blew them out. Oh, Dallas, Dak. His record against the Eagles. Beat them. Oh, you know, what about Kansas City? Arrowhead. They haven't beat them in Arrowhead the last 2 times. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? You feel me? Eagles are no threat no more. All right, we'll see. And I look at it the other way. I'm like, we beating these teams, right? We're beating these teams that are so-called elite without playing our best football. That's scary because once we put it on, it's a blowout. Once we put it in, let's talk about the defense. Let's talk about Cooper DeJean. Let's talk about lockdown Quinyon Mitchell. Let's talk about Jahad Campbell. Let's talk about Zach Bond. Let's talk about Nakobe Dean coming back. Let's talk about Jalen Carter. Let's talk about my man Jordan Davis having a Pro Bowl type year. We ain't talking about none of that shit. We want to know how many yards Jalen Hurts is going to get this week. I don't give a fuck if he gets 2 yards as long as we win. I don't care. I don't care if he's 5 for 17 for 67 yards. If we come out with a W, that's all I care about. Wide receivers don't get in the Hall of Fame. It's about stats. Well, if it's about stats, peace out, bro. Go to the Jets. Go to the Jets. If you want us just to focus on somebody's stats over winning, get the fuck out of Philadelphia. Get the fuck out of Philadelphia. And last time I checked, he hasn't been under 1,000. He had 2 seasons, speaking of A.J. Brown, of 1,500 yards. Last year, he was like 1,000 something because he was injured 3 or 4 games. So what are we talking about? He had 2 career years in Philadelphia already. So miss me with the stats shit. The stats is there. It's a little low right now, but we're going to catch up. Don't worry. It's 4 games in. It's 4 games in. And I beg to differ right fucking now. If AJ would have leave today, in my opinion, and he was on a ballot, he would fucking still make the Hall of Fame. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. The Commanders suck. I don't care if he get 1,000 yards. I really don't. Like I said, if he wants to and if he's focused more on yards. Now look, we know we need him to win or whatever the case may be, right? And he's going to get his 1,000. He's going to get 1,200. And if he don't, and if we win a Super Bowl, I can care fucking less. I could care less. Us Eagles fans could care less. That's the difference. Now, you other fans may think about stats, and Commanders fans, oh, we got the Rookie of the Year, and he did this, and he did. When you come to Philly, we bludgeon you to death. We beat you by 30. Even the Bills, shout out to y'all, we beat y'all. I think in Buffalo. Was it in Buffalo? No, it was in Philly. And we'll see at the end of the year if the games mean anything. I get it about the NFL being a business. I get it, all that. But you can't be solely focused. If that's your focus, AJ had 9 targets, did he not? AJ Brown had 9 targets, did he not? This year, I think the Eagles are more deadly. They'll do anything to win. Yeah, that's the thing. We can find multiple ways to beat you. I'm glad you said that. If you want us to pass it, we can pass it. If we want to be conservative, if you want us to run it, whatever you want us to do, we'll do it. We got to turn the ball over, we get the turnover. So just be worried when we do finally turn the passing game on. It's curtains for y'all. And we get the running game going, it's curtains. I watched the 22 film targets. He was overthrowing in routes he had. Okay, nah, you're right. Actually, you are right about that. You know what? With Jalen Hurts, I think he was a little off. You talking about the last game against Tampa? I'm figuring you're saying all 22. Respect. People keep saying he had a concussion. He was a little off. He was. You know, that first half he was dotting it up. You know, but see the offensive coordinator thing, man. It's about executing, right? It's about execution. You got to be able to execute the plays that's called. Now, if the defense has a beat and they know what you're doing, I think that's on the offensive coordinator. But these guys are professional athletes. If we draw something up in the sand, I'm expecting you to beat your man. I'm expecting you to remember. It's all one in the trenches too. The offensive line ain't playing that good either. The offensive line is not playing that good either. But one thing I will tell y'all is be because I watched some film too. I ain't gonna say I watched the all 22. But Saquon is like one block away from breaking one, bro. One block, one cut, one missed tackle away from breaking one. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. And I look at it like this, dog. We just won a Super Bowl. All right, maybe we don't go back this year. Just one. It's hard to. It's very hard to do that. You know? We could easily be like these other teams ain't been there in 30, 40 years. But I feel like we're going to go back this year. I feel like we're going to put it together around week 8, week 9. I feel like we're going to drop in the next 4. We'll probably drop one of these games. It may even be like to the Giants or something. Or maybe the Broncos. But we're going to catch fire at the right time, man. I honestly feel that. If you're just coming in, please hit the thumbs up button. Please hit the thumbs up button. But I don't want you to think AJ is my dog. I just don't like what he did to the locker room. I love AJ. I love his passion. I love who he is. But I don't like this passive aggressive shit that he's doing in the freaking locker room, bro. I don't like that. And like, if I was his teammate, I'll be kind of looking at him funny, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'd be looking at him like, man, come on, you's a sucker, bro. Like you taking shots at people. You took a shot at somebody. Maybe you didn't. But it's like, come on, bro. We in this together. We a team. Let's figure this out. Now, I wouldn't give a fuck if AJ screamed in the locker room after the game and got in the coach's face. I don't care. But just don't give it to the toxic-ass media, especially the Philly media. They're literally, you have people are literally looking for anything negative. Like, they're mad The way Jalen Hurts answered the questions. They're mad the way AJ responded. They would much rather him say, call somebody out, or took, because it'll be headlines and clicks, which equates to money and viewership. And might get they little hoe ass a raise or something. They would much rather that. And that's why I say channels like WIP, they must be paying Eagles like $50 million a year to get that partnership. They got to get rid of them bums, man, WIP. And to the ones that try to act like WIP, fuck y'all too. Because I don't like it. And it's okay to ask questions and be semi-controversial and stuff like that. But when you just on some bullshit, I don't like it. I really don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Dude, the Eagles versus the Cardinals. No, the Eagles don't play the Cardinals this year. They don't play them this year. Nope. I watched when the Targets were throwing around. I mean, when you say basic as hell, what do you mean basic as hell? Because how many different routes are there that you can actually run? And were they basic in the first half? And were the routes basic? That's my question to you, Zaire. When they came back against the Rams, I think the difference was it was probably some of the same routes, but the Tampa Bay's cornerback was better than the Rams. Can we give credit to the other team sometime, please? The other team played well. It's going to be games where other teams do better than you. Can we give credit to the other team sometime? Can we? Juan, what up? Hope for a good game Sunday. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I don't know if you're a Broncos fan, but I think it's gonna be a very good game. Not sleeping on the Broncos, but we gotta find a way. We gotta find a way to get the running game going, man. Like I'm getting kind of tired of that. More so than I get the passing thing, but I'm ready for the running game to get going. I really am. I'm ready for the running game to get going. I want them to be more creative in that. I feel like the passing game is going to come into its own. But this same dive that they keep doing, all they're doing is running blitzes, and this is the part that's on the offensive coordinator. He has a problem with adjusting because they just running like kamikaze blitzes right at Saquon. Do a play action pass and beat him over the top. Beat him over the top. Like, get back to the RPO. Like, keep the defenses off balance, bro. Don't just do a stupid drop back with these weird ass routes y'all got going. These predictable routes where they sitting down on these receivers and just waiting and breaking on the football. You got to give them something to worry about. And I'm close to being out on. I'm giving the offensive coordinator 6 weeks. That's my timeline. After 6 weeks, if this shit is still going on, then I'm jumping out the window on the offensive coordinator. But I'm giving him time. I'm giving him time to make the proper adjustments. I'm giving him time, to get the feel. I'm giving him time. If you're not a subscriber, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And make sure you thumbs up the video. I'm going to give him about a couple more weeks. If you ain't got about 6 or 7 weeks, bro, that's enough time to get the feel. And it really, look at the weapons you got, bro. You got all types of weapons. You better know how to use them, bro. You better. Man, I wish I could. AJ, bro. The offensive line, you got AJ Brown, Smitty, Jahan Dotson, Dallas Goedert, Saquon Barkley. I agree. The offense should be crazy, bro. There's no reason why it should be mediocre at this point. I'm going to keep it a beam with you. Appreciate that. It's no reason. But as far as the competition, honestly, man, I think you got the Buccaneers still. You got the Rams, the Lions, and maybe one other team in there. But right now, and then the Packers, obviously. Um, if I had to pick one team, it would be probably between the Rams and the Lions that could give us a run for our money right now. We got to get better stopping run. What's good? What's good, Azu? We got to get better. That's the thing that I'm worried on defense. We got to do a better job of stopping the run, bro. If teams are going to be gashing us like this, we're not going to win a Super Bowl again. We got to tighten up on the run defense. And that's more of a concern for even than the offense. But again, going back to the AJ, I agree with 100% what AJ did, and I agree with his sentiments. The only thing I don't agree with is going to the media because that accomplishes nothing. Nothing at all. But giving them fuel for the fire, distracting the team, and possibly causing a division or rift in the locker room. Jalen Hurts is probably looking at him like, man, this nigga's a bitch. Saquon probably looking at him like, come on, bro. It's probably people looking at him like, this dude's a bitch. Like, that's something a female would do. Guarantee you some people look at him like that. Like, come on, man. Like, what are we doing? When we go into our meeting room Monday, air this shit out. Say, yo, I'm effing tired, bro. I need the football. Let's do this. Let's do that. You going to the media like a bitch. Passive aggressive on some Bible shit. And then the verses. See, if I was in, I would ask him about the contradictory nature of you even causing this type of stare when you put out the tweet. Like, like you ain't, like, shrug your shoulders and don't say shit, and you say shit and cause a riff. That's just typical Christian hypocrisy. Typical shit. Panthers better than the Eagles, man. Y'all. Everybody's better than the Eagles, so it's time to play the Eagles. Every quarterback is better than Jalen Hurts, so it's time to play Jalen Hurts, right? Look at his record. What's his record against your quarterback? 1-0 against Josh Allen. 1-0 against Lamar. 2-0 against Burrow. Maybe 1-0. 1-0 against Burrow. Who else? 1-0 against Goff. He beat all y'all. Only one that beat him was Patty, right? And they split. Matter of fact, he might be up on Patty. No, 2. It's 2-2 with Patty and him. 2. Yeah, I think it's 2-2. Put some respect on Jalen's name too. But it's getting late, y'all. What do you say? They what are you trying to say? They what playoffs? What are you saying? What are you saying? We kicked ass last year. And the funny part is, like, even in the playoffs, instead of the way we murdered Washington and the Chiefs, but the Packers and the Rams were close games. So the bottom line is, no, I don't want AJ going, because I think if you get rid of AJ, the reason we're having so much success is because of AJ, even if he's not catching the ball. But still, we have to get him involved. We have to get him involved. I do agree with that. But that being said, I'm out of here. You only get it the Rawless and Realist over here, the Blackballed Sports Podcast. Let's get it. Peace.